The Friendship Charter Management Organization runs 12 schools, serving more than 4,200 students from preschool to 12th grade. Founded 20 years ago when almost no one had even heard of charter schools, their story is quite unique. Unlike most charter schools, Friendship was started not by educators, but by a community development organization which realized that a vibrant and successful Black community needed three pillars to stand on: housing, jobs, and education. The head of that community development organization was Donald Hintz, who founded Friendship Charters to be that education pillar. One member of his founding team was Patricia Brantley, now the CEO. Hence, Brantley and the Friendship Charter Management Organization are our school choice all-stars. We talked at their Armstrong campus about preschool, which they both believe is essential to a successful education and a successful life.
I'll give you a hug.
You talked about pre-K, so let's talk about your program here. It's one thing to say, oh, kindergarten, but those early years are the most important years in the development of a child.
They're absolutely the most important. We start our education here at 3 years old. So 3 and 4-year-olds come into this building every day. They are part of our Armstrong Reggio program. They are learning at high levels through a love of the arts, through a love of exploration, through hands-on learning. It's phenomenal just to see the joy in their faces when they come into the classroom, when they greet their teachers, when they greet each other, when they sit in a morning circle and they learn by sharing the stories of what they did the night before with their families, when they say, we want to explore what makes flowers yellow and orange and red and green, and the teacher helps to facilitate that learning. But we don't waste those early years. What we know for students who go through our 3 and 4-year-old classes and then go into kindergarten, they are at an earlier development for reading, they're at an earlier development for math than students who are coming in just straight into kindergarten. And so that's been a critical part of our success, is knowing that you don't waste any time in the life of a child. That is also why we think that charters are important. For people that want to tell our community, tell our parents, wait till we fix something else. Well, your kid is 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. How long do we expect our families to wait? So for us, it starts as early as possible. 3-year-olds coming into our building, graduating as 17 and 18-year-olds in the 12th grade, and then we follow them through to college to make sure they have gotten off to the right start.
By having schools where you go from the beginning of the process to the end of their education process, how important is that in being able to shape that child to position them for the future?
Oh, it's critical. I mean, first of all, our children need stability. All children need stability. So they come into a friendship school, they know what to expect, their parents know what to expect. They know that we have the highest aspirations for them. And it doesn't matter that they're 3 years old or 4 years old or 9 or 10 or 16 or 17, the highest aspirations and the biggest dreams. We say to our parents, you believe your child can do anything, so do we. And we play that out year after year after year.
As CEO, Patricia Brantley says stability is a key to any school's success, and even though the founder, Donald Hintz, has stepped down as CEO, he is still on site almost every day, and it matters.
Parents still call me on the phone. Parents still send me emails, and they want a response from me. If they're doing something in the building, they will tell you Mr. Hintz shows up, and Mr. Hintz does show up. And that's what they want, the personal connection, that I will respond, and they are comfortable with that. Kids believe the same thing, that I'll come and I'll read in their classroom. When are you coming to read? What are we going to talk about? And we do this all the time. We're going to read a book about the ABCs today, okay? And this book is called Chicka Chicka Boom Boom.
Say chicka chicka boom boom. After my time with the preschoolers, I talked to 2 of their educators. When you're in this classroom and then you have, obviously, these young minds, I mean, are you thinking every day that I'm literally shaping and developing future leaders?
Absolutely. And when you see the students go in, the level of independence that the teachers build, we're really creating well-rounded students who can think for themselves, explore the world for themselves, and just make meaning for themselves.
How conscious are you when you are talking to young students, when you are not criticizing, critiquing? I mean, are you that acutely aware that that one comment could very well change everything for a kid?
Always I put myself like, me Bautista made me say, and it's okay to make me say. It's okay to make me say in that classroom, because that, one mistake or a few mistakes, get us to get better every single day.
How do you challenge your administration and teachers, your students and your faculty, your students and their parents, to understand that we're not going to accept or establish a minimum standard? We're going to have a very high standard in order to be a high-performing school.
I believe that there is this rhetoric in the country that our families don't want high standards. They do. I don't have to challenge them. They challenge us. When they send their children here, it is because of the promise that we made that we are going to do everything possible to realize that child's full potential. And so we together work to make that a reality. Parents want it, administrators want it, teachers want it, children want it. And it's not that they want it because it's easy. They want it because it's right. They want it because they believe, and they are willing to work hard to get it.
Working hard is what great schools do. And Friendship, one of the oldest and most innovative charter management organizations in the country, along with its founder Donald Hint and CEO Patricia Brantley, are school choice all-stars. Starting as early as age 3 and continuing through high school, bringing the promise and power of a quality education to our children for more than 20 years. I'm Roland Martin.